First responders across North Texas are expecting twice the call volume over the next few days and hours. Let's get out to William Joy in Fort Worth. William, what are conditions like right now behind you?
Hey, Izzy, right now we're right off I-35W here in Fort Worth, not far from where last year's deadly pileup happened. The last hour or so, kind of off and on sprinkles transition to more of a steady rain. But fortunately for now, it's still just rain. We know, as Pete's talked about, that it is going to get worse moving forward. But first responders I talked to across the city explained how they're kind of preparing to respond to incidents in that winter weather that we know is on the way. Fort Worth's fire department, for instance, talked about the fact they've been checking the chains on their trucks. They've also been draining the hoses on those trucks, making sure the water inside doesn't freeze up. The MedStar is going to have actual buckets of sand and salt inside their ambulances to make sure they don't slip walking around. They also said, though, when roads are this terrible, they don't use lights and sirens, so response times are going to be slower. Both are expecting that 911 call volumes will be about double what they typically are. And we've said many times this is not last year's storm, but there were a lot of lessons learned last year that they can use again this year.
We need to be able to manage those calls in a different way and we learned how to do that last year. Learned how to dress more appropriately, learned how to be able to manage patient call volume that were low acuity.
All of these weather events are different. They change at a moment's notice. What we're really good at is pivoting and making sure that we're prepared for the worst, hoping for the best.
The other thing that both kept telling me over and over again, and I know we've said a lot, is that if you don't have to drive, please stay off these roads because they're going to become increasingly treacherous. Live in Fort Worth, I'm William Joy.